have 2 officers at each polling site. The Intelligence Division under Deputy Commissioner Weiner is monitoring all of these different chats and channels to know how do we deploy personnel if needed. And we're going to protect the integrity of our electoral process. It's extremely sacred to New Yorkers, and we're going to make sure it's protected.
Mayor Adams laying out the plan to keep people in the city safe today as they head to the polls. We want to dive into this a little deeper. So we're joined by NYPD Chief of Staff Tarik Sheppard. Chief, thanks so much for joining us. You just heard the mayor talk about the 2 officers at every polling site. Obviously, optics are great for the people who are heading to the polls.
Yes.
But what's the thought process behind that specifically?
Well, it's just to keep everybody safe and make sure that they understand that they can come out and with that mindset of really feeling untrammeled to go out and exercise their right. And it's something that we take pride in. We have this plan every year. There's 2 officers definitely at every site, but there may be more depending on what we see and assess. Our Joint Operations Center has a limited operation today where we have some of our partners in there monitoring how it goes, and if we need to add resources, we will.
It's good that poll workers and people who go to the polls will feel safe and secure by seeing that presence. Look, 2020, it took us maybe, what, 4 days, Mike? 4 days to get the election results. So likely we won't even know tonight, truly, how the election, what the result is, how the returns went. How are you guys ready for what may be a prolonged time period of that?
Yeah, so number one, when the polls close at 9 o'clock, we help to make sure everything is still secure and that everybody from the Board of Elections gets what they need from us. If we have to deal with any protests or disturbances that come up, since October 7th of last year, we've handled over 4,000 of those. So
wow.
our troops are ready. They have a lot of practice, a lot of experience, and we'll be ready for that as well. But we're expecting to just have a fair process and be ready for anything. Hopefully, there won't be any reason to deploy cops.
By the way, I see your I voted sticker. You voted this morning, so you've been out there at the polls. What are people telling you, and what is your sense? Because you guys have a good handle on what the feeling is of the city in particular. What are you hearing out there from the people?
Yeah, you know, first, when I came out in my own neighborhood today, you know, people were excited, but they also said to me that, oh, I'm glad I see you, because I was walking over a couple of blocks away, and I'll follow you over there, because they understand safety goes along with this. It's all goes together. And so I just think there's a lot of energy around this election. And we're just glad to do our part in New York, that people don't also have to worry about their safety as this energy is high.
Perfect.
Yeah. We've been talking about all these big events recently. In fact, Marathon Sunday, this past Sunday, I got to ask you about this high-profile situation that happened with the interim Commissioner Donlin. Apparently, you and he had to be separated by another member of the NYPD after an argument ensued. What happened there, Chief?
Well, first, that's not accurate. We didn't have to be separated by anyone. This is a very minor disagreement, and ultimately, the police commissioner is the coach, right? There's times where the players may disagree with the play. It's never supposed to be in front of anyone, and as I said, I take full responsibility for that. But very minor. Nobody had to be separated, and if you looked at the rest of the day, nobody talked about the fact that he and I was together at the finish line, handing out the trophy to our NYPD runners who beat the fire department by 2 seconds. All right, Commissioner Tucker, if you're watching, we beat you by 2 seconds, and the rest of the day in the marathon was flawless. The security, all those families and spectators and the runners secure, and these are things that we take pride in. So I'm not going to focus on that and make it seem as though there was some major incident
well,
that
that's
happened.
good.
Totally
I mean,
untrue.
it's good to hear beyond the marathon, you know, with all the things that we're seeing, the changing administration, what would you like to say to our viewers in terms of just moving forward and feeling that safety and security?
Yeah, I think that when you look at how we've handled all these major events, whether it's been the UNGA, whether it's been the rally at Madison Square Garden, the marathon, the Liberty Parade, we're working together well over in the police department. And so we're keeping people safe, we're keeping these events safe, and this is what separates us in the city and this department, and we're very proud of it.
That is what matters.
Thank you.
Chief, we appreciate your time as always.
No, I appreciate it.
And congratulations on the success and all these big events like we were talking about.
Thank you.